Hey everyone, it's Jack Reeve here, TalkNorwichCity. Hope you're doing very well indeed. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and thank you so much for the support recently on the channel. We've hit 19,000 subscribers. I would love to be at 20,000 by the time the season starts. It's a big ask, but over 50% of the people that watch this channel aren't subscribed. So if you are part of that crew, come and subscribe to the channel. Daily Norwich City content. You can't beat it. A bit of a news roundup once again today. A few different things popping up that I think are worth talking about. The first of which are the confirmed dates for the Championship, EFL Trophy and Carabao Cup. And the long and the short is, it's going to be absolute carnage. If you like football, which I would have thought you do if you're watching this channel, there is going to be a hell of a lot of it to watch. So the Championship season will begin on Saturday, September the 12th. But before that, we've got Cup football to look forward to. On September the 5th is the first round of the Carabao Cup and the first match day of the EFL Trophy, which our under 23s will be a part of, and maybe some first team players will be on September the 8th. Now, if we are to progress in the Carabao Cup, there is very much a possibility of playing four Carabao Cup games in the month of September. Both round 1, 2, 3 and 4 will all be played between September the 5th and September the 29th. You've of course got Championship games in there. There'll be 13 midweek game weeks during the season. And of course, this is because they're looking to finish the Championship season by the usual date, but we're starting a month and a bit later. So there's a lot of football to cram into one season. FA Cup replays will be scrapped, which is probably a good thing. So that lessens the load slightly, but still, especially during the month of September, there is going to be a lot of football. Norwich could be playing maybe 8 games in that month. It's going to be carnage, but if you enjoy your football, hopefully that will be a good thing. And it also probably says to me that the larger the squads in the Championship, the better the team will do. Norwich have been cut into 3-1 for promotion from the Championship after this news. So I think if you're the likes of Wickham, quite small squads, you're going to be worried. If you've got a larger squad, Norwich City in this case, you'll be quite happy with that news. The news that we didn't want to be hearing is the fact that Sam Byram will be missing the start of the season following a complication on his hamstring injury. Of course, we haven't seen Sam Byram in a Norwich City shirt since February after we lost 1-0 to Liverpool. Now, we signed Sam Byram with the knowledge that he is injury prone. He started his career incredibly well. His value rose and then the injuries came and it kind of stalled his career somewhat. And we took him on board, having paid £750,000 for a decent player with the knowledge that injuries could become a hindrance. And they are. I mean, the poor bloke can't really catch a break. Any club he's been at, he's picked up injuries, and there's pinch points, you could say, on the pitch in which we really don't need injuries, and Sam Byram's position is one of them. We don't know the future of Jamal Lewis and Max Aarons. I would have thought at least one of them will be leaving, and Sam Byram then becomes an incredibly important player. He's quite versatile, whether it's left back or right back, and you just think, Sam Byram, we need fit if we're going to have a good season. Now, with that news coming in relatively early, it could mean that we try harder to keep Max Aarons and Jamal Lewis. Of course, we've seen the interest from Liverpool with Jamal Lewis. That was battered away because Liverpool didn't meet our valuation. It could mean that Jamal stays, or it could mean that someone comes in with that £20 million bid. But you would have thought that we'll need to probably keep one of them for a fighting chance in the Championship next season. Best wishes to Sam. Hopefully the operation he now needs on his hamstring goes well, and we should hopefully see him back kind of near the start of the season. Just fingers crossed for Sam, because we desperately need him. The other bit of news, a bit of transfer news. Wouldn't read too much into this, but I thought I'd throw it in the equation anyway. The Daily Telegraph have reported that Aston Villa are looking at both Buendia and Todd Cantwell, willing to pay around the £20 million mark. Now, Todd Cantwell, I must admit, I thought there would have been more interest in him going into this summer transfer window. I think out of all of our young players, he'd be the one I'd probably quite like to sell, only because I think we've got players that can probably fill that role. I don't think his value is going to get too much higher than what he's worth at the moment. He's had a fantastic Premier League season. Does his game suit the Championship or the Premier League? I'd be swayed to say the Premier League. So I think if the price is right, as Stuart Webber has said, I'd much rather see Todd Cantwell leave than Emi Buendia, of course. I think Emi Buendia is an incredible asset to have, especially in the Championship. I know he didn't set the Premier League alight, but we know that the talent is there. So Aston Villa sniffing about both of them. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of interest in both players with clubs looking at them. Are they the right fit for Villa? Of course, they've stayed up. They've got a chance to really consolidate as a Premier League team. So I'm sure they'll be spending more money. Hopefully it isn't on Emi Buendia or Todd Cantwell. But if it is, we know that the price will be right. Thanks very much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about that fixture list. I don't think there's too much that the EFL could do about it. It's going to be incredibly congested because of the concentrated season. Let's just hope that we don't pick up too many more injuries. Of course, we've already got the Sam Byram news. You need a large squad, I think. I think the larger the squad, the more successful you'll be in the Championship next season, and especially with all them cup competitions. I'd kind of be okay with Norwich not starting first teams, especially in the Carabao Cup, because you need big, fit squads to compete in the Championship next season. Let me know on Sam Byram, and of course, let me know on Emi Buendia and Todd Cantwell. Emi Buendia has been linked with Leeds already. Who do you think he's more likely to go to? Leeds or Aston Villa, or maybe even somebody else? Have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for the support on the channel, as I said, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the kit reaction. Yes, the kit is out tomorrow on Friday. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.